A part of Portland now finally getting the fire protection they need. A fire station at Southeast 13th and Powell reopened at full capacity after being closed for several years due to budget cuts. Joelle Jones reports on how the reopening is intended to save lives.
So we're not able to effectively save someone's life or rescue them if they're trapped inside of a burning building if this station's not operational as it is right now.
Fire Station 23 is back in business for the first time in 12 years. Today, Portland firefighters, the Fire Union, and Southeast Portland Neighborhood Associations held a community barbecue to mark the station's grand reopening and now fully staffed fire crew. The celebration comes after the city closed the station at Southeast 13th and Powell back in 2011 due to budget cuts. Fire Union President Isaac McLennan tells us the station sat mostly vacant until 2017, when they added a 2-person rescue team with no way to operate their 4-person engine.
That's not enough. And every community besides this one that we're in right now has a 4-person crew on a fire engine ready to respond that can reach almost every single part of Portland within 5 minutes, except this one.
That is, until now. Thanks to a federally funded grant secured by Portland's Fire Bureau and Union earlier this year, the team is able to fully staff the station. Something McLennan says may ease the minds of those living in Southeast, who for more than a decade now have been forced to rely on slower responses from neighboring Portland stations when calling 911 for an emergency. And fire data shows from 2010 to 2017, the call volume in the area increased by 35%, from more than 950 calls in 2010 to more than 1,300 calls in 2017.
A structure fire doubles in size every minute, and that's really scary, especially when you're talking about, people say seconds count. They're not kidding, especially when it comes to cardiac arrest. Your survivability goes dramatically down after 5 minutes.
And while today the Southeast community celebrates their regained ability to call 911 and get life-saving help within 5 minutes, McLennan tells us the ongoing fight for Station 23 and the people it serves is far from over.
This community, we're celebrating the fact that, yay, you've got your safety. You've got your safety net. Your fire department is ready to go and ready to respond to your home or your family. But unfortunately, we're going to need your help.
With the grant funds expected to last only 3 years and city staffing funds set to expire in June of next year, McLennan says to keep the station running, the community will likely have to join their firefighters in advocating to City Council for permanency.
This station should not always be on the chopping block. It needs to be funded like every other fire station in the city of Portland. The Hosford Abernathy neighborhood, the Brooklyn neighborhood, they're counting on the City Council to make sure that the funding is there so that their families can be safe.